With Act 3 coming into the horizon, I thought it'd be a fun idea to give you guys some prediction ideas for the approaching Act 3. I have a lot of predictions going into Act 3, but I'm going to reduce it down into the most influential predictions for the act in the course of WANO. Now this may contain spoilers, or at least the hope for spoilers, so if you don't want to tune in, now's the time to click away. Now, understanding the world of One Piece and how Oda drops his hints and how he likes to create his characters in the plot line, it's most likely that we're going to get a flashback of Odin. Now, most likely this will be in Act 4 or 5, and with this flashback, we'll most likely get huge portions of information we weren't expecting, more specifically probably the rocks, the polyglyphs, potentially the Will of D, Roger, and the ancient weapons, with Roger being the most likely out of the last 3. Now I do expect the rocks to come in this flashback, or potentially its own separate flashback, as Kaido and Big Mom were part of that crew, and it is showing rising concern during the reverie. With Odin coming in and having a flashback, it will most likely have Roger and potentially the Will of D coming into play as well, because Odin was a part of Roger's crew. The poneglyphs are something I foreshadow as well, because Odin, one of the last remaining people that understood how to write the poneglyphs, or was it read? One of the two. When it comes to the Wano Act 3 is that there's going to be 2 more acts, so in a total Wano will have 5 acts. With Act 3 coming into scene and a battle encroaching, it's too many characters and too much plot to move through to finish in one act, especially considering fight scenes don't move the plot as quickly. So with a lot of fights being foreshadowed, going to consume most of Act 3 and potentially portions of Act 4. Now, if you enjoy action, sit down and get ready for what most likely will be a year full of fighting and set up to blow through. Each act will have its own scenery, with 5 being an epilogue, 4 will contain most of the main action or the ending of all the fights, and Act 3 will be the setup and placement for said action. Now, my last prediction is, as the Allied forces are fighting, there will most likely be a struggle to win, and that's going to be showcased by the known location of the rendezvous, known to Orochi. Looking at how Act 2 finished, we're led to believe they have a big fighting chance with Zoro's new sword and Luffy's advanced armament haki in new forms, but most likely they will fall to an overwhelming power of the combined Yonko and the new unknown members, or as have maybe been speculated, maybe demons, whoever the shadowed beasts kind of guys were towards the end of the act. I do believe as the encroaching defeat comes in and you start to believe that, well, maybe they can't win, Kaido's forces are too strong, Kaido's too strong, Mom is there, just think that imminent danger is going to be really close, and right when they're on the edge of defeat, you're going to see a turnaround, and that's where Luffy's Grand Fleet will come in and they'll help save the day. They'll need some other stronger forces, and that's where I think Whitebeard's crew will also come along to aid. And then the last scabbard, Denjiro, might come in. If there is going to be a time for him to come in, it's probably and most likely going to be Act 3, because that's still the setup. Now, I think one of the most important characters is the 10th Mugiwara. I think Jinbei will show up as well with everybody. Now, with that being said, Jinbei has been in from any cover art, so that's most likely pointing out that there's going to be a change in what he looks like after the Big Mom fight. Maybe he lost an arm, a leg, he's got a scar on his face, something like that. Now, that will do it for all my predictions, guys. If you guys like my predictions, if you guys think the predictions are wrong and you think something else, go ahead, leave a comment down below. If you liked the video, just don't do much at all, just kind of hang out. But if you guys do want to support and you like me making these videos, head over to patreon.com/AnimeGoGoWatcher and support the channel. Other than that, later.